first start at home in a long time since late October. I mean, how did it feel to get that kind of a result?
Feels great. I mean, anytime you can come in and pick up a big 2 points at home against a really good team, those are like big 2 points against our conference there. And I mean, heading into the break, that was big for us. We didn't want to go into the break on another losing note, so that's big 2 points for our team.
Do you get the feeling that's maybe your best performance as an owner?
Yeah, either that one or the Boston game. I mean, they both come recently, but I felt pretty comfortable and confident lately, so hopefully I can continue that coming out of the break.
And you kind of touched on it, but how does this set you up just kind of going into the Christmas break now?
Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty good going into the break like that. Obviously, to have 3 solid starts in a row and then back-to-back coming up afterwards, hopefully I'll get one of those games after for sure. So just, like I said, it feels good going into the break on a winning note and hopefully come out of it and start another streak.
What do you think's changed for you recently in your game?
I think I'm just trying to let the game come to me. I think before I was a little bit too busy. Now I'm a little bit more patient, better position, and just trying to make the first stop and then work from there. I think before I was getting a little bit caught out of position, so I think I just settled myself down and playing confident.
How good does it feel to head into the break with a win the way you guys were able to pull it off tonight?
It was nice coming back off a tough trip. Everyone's pretty excited to get home and see their family and friends for a few days and kind of recharge the batteries. And it wasn't the prettiest win, but anytime you see some smiles after the game, it's a nice feeling.
Tell us about just your 2 goals coming pretty quick into the game.
Yeah, the first one was kind of lucky. We were joking around on the bench. I think we had a bunch of chances in Colorado that didn't go in, and then maybe the worst one we've had in the last 2 games goes in. So that was nice to see. And then the second one, Halsey makes a great play to drive to the lane, and like Leon's been doing all year, he finds a way to get it over. And it's one of those ones where 1 out of 10 times I cut it on the screws, and that was one of them.
That seems to be maybe Cam Talbot's best performance as an Oiler.
Yeah, for sure. We know he can do that, and we don't want to leave him out to dry as much as we did tonight. I think they did a real good job of pushing back, especially the second half of the game, and he played well, and it was good to see.
You knew they were going to push in the third period. How do you assess the way you guys kind of weathered that and handled it?
So. We gave them a couple penalties again, and they had a good power play and got a lot of shots. But when we broke down, Cam was there, and we got to take it and learn from it. We got to get comfortable playing with those leads, and when teams push back, we got to do a little bit better job of adapting to it and pushing them back.
And you come up with a win like this going into the break. Do you enjoy the holidays a bit more?
Yeah, when you have 4 or 5 days off, everyone kind of forgets about hockey for a little bit and focuses on family and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's good when you go in with 2 points. It makes everything a lot better.
Play well. It's nice to be confident in your home building. So the fans have been behind us really good, and I think it helps that Todd gets his matchups that he wants. But we're gonna have to find some success on the road, and it starts right after the break.
You had a great start for the team, and once you got the lead, really kind of Cam Talbot took over after that.
Yeah, I mean, he was great tonight. He was the key to our win, and I'm really happy for him. His last 3 starts have been strong. He's really found his rhythm as a starter, and that's a great sign for our team.
Do you think that's his best performance as an Oiler today?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. It's I think he's worked really hard on his game. Him and Schwartzy have done a lot of really good work, and for him to come in and be a really good presence for us, he's a great guy in the room. So I'm happy for him.
You and Leon at home have just been lighting it up. You talk about matchups. Does Todd try to get a lot of matchups more than maybe you've seen in the past from a coach?
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of matchups. At times, I feel like I'm on the bench, just kind of waiting for Little and Wheeler to come out on the ice, and I want to go. But you got to understand the process and what he's trying to do. It's not all about our line. It's about the other team, our other lines getting their matchups too. So it's been obviously we're having success, so I'm happy about it. But there's some times where I just want to go.
of attempts, he got 45 to the net. Their guy played great, and that's the difference in the game. No, a little bit of just a change in momentum. I mean, the last two, I don't think you can fault them a whole lot. Those are pretty tough plays to make. You got a bad break on the first one. But at 3-0, I know that unless something drastic happens, Hutch is playing for night. So
Tonight in the offensive zone, can you just kind of put into words his frustration of not being able to beat Talbot more than once?
Yeah, we had a lot of chances, a lot of really good chances, but he played a really good game. He was great tonight. Stood on his head, and we just couldn't find a way to beat him.
When you look at the way your club was able to play here tonight, though, you liked what you were able to generate and overall?
Overall, I think if you look at the game, I think we should be happy with it. I mean, we outshot them a lot. We controlled the play and probably got most of the scoring chances, but it doesn't mean anything right now. They won the game. They got the 2 points. I would have rather got outshot and outplayed and won the game, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Can a turning point be the first shot of the game, 2 minutes in?
Definitely, gets the momentum going for your team and gets the confidence going. But I mean, I don't think it should be the turning point in a game. I mean, that's kind of a bad bounce, that first one off our skates. But we threw everything we had at him. And
perhaps, yeah, he was tremendous, wasn't he? He was really good. Minute 1 through minute 60, he was easily our best player. Looked very confident, made some incredible saves, so we're very, very fortunate to have him tonight.
Not wrong the way you drew it up, but you got some big performances when you needed it.
Yeah, you know what? It's hard right now because I don't know whether we should be really happy because we won the game. In fact, I'm probably the other way. I'm disappointed. It's great we got the points in the bank and we went in feeling good, but I think we're such a better team than we just performed tonight. Our poise, our execution, our skill level, our ability to manage the game, we're a better team than that. And we got away with one tonight. I'm happy for Cam. I'm happy for the team that we won. I'm happy we got points in the bank, but I don't think we got better as a team tonight. I don't think we got better one bit as a team. We've lost games and got better this year, not tonight.
Is this similar to the Boston one then?
Well, but we stole the one in Boston because of the goaltender as well. I thought in Boston, Boston was a real playoff type game. It was inch for inch, and I don't know if I don't think this game was quite like Boston was. And I mean that very respectfully to Winnipeg, because they came out and pushed us in the second half of the game. But the Boston game was different. It was every damn inch was battled for. Tonight it didn't feel like that, and we scored some cute, pretty goals, and it put us up 3. And we maybe thought cute and pretty was going to be the the recipe for the rest of the night, but it sure the hell wasn't.
You said a few days ago, about a week ago, that Cam Talbot was going to be very important to this club going forward. What did you see in practice that led you to believe that Cam was going to get back to playing like this?
Well, I think Dustin Schwartz has done a tremendous job with our goaltending tandem, and his ability to sit with them and get them to believe in certain aspects of the game, then parlay it into practice time, then get the goaltender's confidence level up. And, you know, because Nilly had that run, it doesn't mean that the group in the room or the coaching staff or anybody else didn't believe in Cam. We just ran a hot goalie for a while, and maybe we'll do that again, because obviously Cam played tremendous tonight, and his other starts were really good as well. So good for him. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him, and good for us.
Regardless of how you won the game, the fact that you won the game, how important is that going into the break? Guys feel good about themselves. And now you're kind of still, you're coming out of the break, you're still in the hunt, and you still have something to play.
Yeah, you know, and coaches being coaches, he's bitching about a win. Like, I think that's important. We can leave here, we can shake hands and wish everybody Merry Christmas with a smile on our faces. So that's real important. We have a tremendous amount of work ahead of us as a club. I think we've plateaued a little bit, and it's time to kickstart it and get to another level. You know, as we look forward to post-Christmas, we've got a couple road games which we have to improve on. And then we've got a bit of a homestand that allows us some practice time. I'm looking forward to that practice time. I'm looking forward to working on things and trying to get better, because I think we're, like I said, we're plateaued, and we've maybe slipped in some areas as well.
Saying that, how much is this, are you kind of treading water, waiting for some bodies to get back? Because you really haven't had it for the team this year. You've got guys have been injured at different times.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's very fair, and some of the players that we have out are impact players. Typical coach is going to tell you that happens around the league, and others have to step in. I'm excited about the potential of them coming back in, but I'm also very scared, because when that happens, everybody takes a deep breath and the cavalry's come. I'd like to think that our leadership is strong enough, and our maturity level with a group of players can pull us through that. That just because Connor and Yak and maybe Benny Pouliot come back and they're all on the same line together doesn't mean they're going to run away with the scoring title. It's hard to come back in January and February. It's hard to do when you're an 18-year-old. It's hard to do when you're even Yak and you've played in the league. So, you know, Clough and Davey, obviously getting them back is real important. But the forwards that have been out for a while, that's a cavalry that'll be coming, but we can't count on them.
Are Davidson out till the new year, or what's?
Day to day. You know, I just talked to him. I shook his hand. He told me he felt a little bit better tonight. So I don't know. I could tell you day to day, and he could be out into the new year. It's an injury that he can't play with until he feels good.
When you say plateau, do you mean plateau because your work level, work ethic, or
A little bit of everything. I think we've flattened out a little bit. We're not coming out of our end as well. We don't have as much poise with the puck. Our neutral zone play has to get cleaned up. We're not spending as much time in the offensive zone. Our power play and penalty kill have to get polished up. There's some areas where we need some practice time, and we haven't had a lot of that lately. I think it's starting to show. So I look forward to that time in the new year when we have that homestand.
So, your team's record, especially at home now, 7 wins in a row compared to the road. Do you think it's just the matchups? Is that what's the biggest difference between your team, that you get more favorable matchups that you want on home?
I think that helps. It certainly does. Our guys have a comfort of playing here, which is a really good thing. When your team's comfortable playing at home in front of your own fans, we're not always the best team. We're not always mistake-free. But I think our group senses that the fans are behind us right now. They're wanting us to perform well. And they play a little bit guilty that way at home too. They don't want to disappoint. On the road, we can get away with, you know, not having our fans there, and I think that's a big part of it. But matches, the approach to the game sometimes on the road, the starts, chasing the game, playing from behind. Most of our games here in the 7-game winning streak at home, we've been able to play with the lead and then find ways to hold on.
Thanks, guys.
Good night. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Connor, I guess, what did you see on the 3 goals that got by you here tonight?
Well, the first one was a screen, but I think I got to have that goal, and I think it might be a different game if I have that. The one was a pretty hard one-timer off the crossbar, and that could have went either way. And the last one, I couldn't tell you how it snuck through because I thought I was completely over, and I guess that's how hockey goes.
What you think of the other goalie at the other end tonight?
I thought he played a really good game, and I think that's what they needed out of him.
The 2 points, but at the same time, the goalie played well, and we got to bear down on finishing our chances. We had a lot of chances tonight, and they just weren't going in for us.
Seems early, but when you get that shorthanded chance, do you get the feeling that the other guy could be sharp, or?
He made a great save on it. Would have liked to finish that. It was a nice pass from Wheels, but he made a good save, and the way our PK is going, with how aggressive we are, we're able to get those chances, and we just got to continue that PK momentum going forward. But all in all, we did a lot of good things tonight. There's a lot we can take and carry over to tomorrow night in Calgary.
Is it tough to go right off the bat, or is it something where you see, you put up that many shots that you're bound to get goals and maybe another?
It's tough to lose on any night, but with as much as we were taking it to them, it might hurt a little bit more when you feel like you deserve to win. But like I said, you got to give their goalie credit. He made a lot of point blank saves, and they capitalized on their chances. So it was one of those games that you just got to forget quickly and do a lot of the same things tomorrow.
That's